Before we begin, may I remind you of some house rules. The multipurpose hall has been completely sanitized for your safety. We request you to please ensure that you wear your masks at all times within the multipurpose hall in the interest of your own safety and that Ladies and gentlemen, may I request you to kindly rise and greet the academic procession as it enters the auditorium. Kindly remain standing till the dignitaries have taken their seats on the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly rise and greet the academic procession. I request you to remain standing till the dignitaries have taken their seats on the dais. The academic procession is being led by the Vice Chancellor of MAHE, Lieutenant General Dr. M.D. Venkatesh, and Dr. Narayan Sabahith, Registrar of MAHE. Following them are guests of honor Ms. Noha Hefni, Founder and CEO People of Impact and Senior Consultant Strategic Partnerships UN Women, and Mr. Mahesh Shaitatpuri, Founder and CEO Task Outsourcing and Director of the Nikai Group. Next in the procession are Mr. Niranjan Jaikumar, CEO Manipal Education, Middle East and North Africa, and Dr. Jason Fitzsimmons, Academic President, MAHE Dubai Campus. They are accompanied by the chairpersons of the school, Dr. S.K. Pandey, Dean STEM Program and Chairperson School of Engineering and Information Technology, Dr. Ashok Iyer, Chairperson School of Design and Architecture, Dr. Arif Hussain, Chairperson School of Life Sciences, Dr. Percy Fernandez, Chairperson School of Media and Communication, Professor Elsa Ashish, Head School of Humanities and Social Sciences, Dr. Rajesh Pai, Associate Head Postgraduate Program School of Business, Dr. Sunita Prabram, Associate Head Undergraduate Program School of Business, and Dr. Sangeeta Vinod, Deputy Registrar, MAHE Dubai Campus. Coming up next in the academic procession, we have the faculty members of the School of Design and Architecture, School of Life Sciences, School of Media and Communication, and the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Bringing up the rear in the academic procession, we have our distinguished students who have excelled at academics, sports, and cultural events representing the larger student body. May we have a round of applause for the dignitaries. Thank you. Kindly be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. I'm Dr. Madhumita Kedari, Faculty School of Life Sciences, and on behalf of everyone at Manipal, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you to the 15th Annual Convocation Ceremony of Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Dubai. The Manipal banner flies high with many a feather in our cap, consistent top rankings and recognitions. And we add one more today. Graduation Day is definitely one for rejoicing, for it marks the successful end of an educational journey and signals the commencement of yet another exciting and challenging quest. Truly, today signifies the culmination of years of hard work in the relentless pursuit of knowledge. Knowledge that we are sure will help you embrace new opportunities and take on challenges with a clear vision and purpose. This graduation day is even more special in that it marks our successful effort at overcoming unforeseen global and personal challenges as we face the pandemic together. Today, MAHE Dubai wants to honor and celebrate your wonderful accomplishment as you graduate from a 5-star rated university and present you with a memorable evening. Lord Alfred Tennyson said, and I quote, "More things are wrought by prayer than the world dreams of." Let us begin this solemn occasion with the recitation of the Surah Fatiha verses from the Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. I seek refuge in Allah from the outcast Shaitan. With the name of Allah, the All-Merciful, the Very Merciful. Praise belongs to Allah, the Lord of all the worlds, the All-Merciful, the Very Merciful, the Master of the Day of Recompense. You alone do we worship, and from you alone do we seek help. Take us on the straight path, the path of those upon whom you have bestowed favor, not of those who have evoked your anger, or of those who are astray.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the UAE National Anthem, which will be immediately followed by the Indian National Anthem. Please be seated. The Manipal song, an adaptation from the Atharva Veda, will be rendered by students of Mahe Dubai. I request Sai Pranati, Pallavi Nair, Dhruv Domkar and Ritika Raj to come on stage.
शान्ताद्योः शान्ता पृथिवीं शान्तमिदं वन्दनीक्षं शान्तामुदङ्गदीरापः शान्तानसन्तोषदेहि शान्तानि पूर्वरूपाणि शान्तं वभस्तु कृताकृतं शान्तं भूतं च भूयं च सर्वमेव शमस्तु नः सर्वमेव शमस्तु नः नियम्या परमेशिनी वं देवी ब्रह्म संशिता दयैव सस्रजय घोरं दयैव शान्तिरस्तु नः दयैव शान्तिरस्तु नः इलं यन् परमेशिनं मनोवाङ्गम् असंशितं प्रेरैव सस्रजय घोरं प्रेरैव शान्तिरस्तु नः प्रेरैव शान्तिरस्तु नः इमानित्यानि पञ्चयकियानि मनःषष्ठानि मेघते ब्रह्मणा संशितानि प्रेरैव सस्रजय घोरं प्रेरैव शान्तिरस्तु नः प्रेरैव शान्तिरस्तु नः पृथिवी शान्तिः अन्तरिक्षं शान्तिः द्योः शान्तिः पापः शान्तिः मोक्षदय शान्तिः वनस्वजय शान्तिः विश्वे हि देव शान्तिः सर्वे मे देव शान्तिः 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 शान्तिविः आविः शान्तिविः सर्वे शान्तिविः शमया मोहं यदिह घोरं यदिह द्रोणं यदिह पापं ब्लिच्छान्दं ब्लिच्छिवम् सर्वमेव शमस्तु नः सर्वमेव शमस्तु नः सर्वमेव शमस्तु नः
Thank you for a wonderful rendition. You've certainly set the tone for a lovely evening. Thank you. I now request Dr. Jason Fitzsimmons, Academic President, Mahi Dubai, to welcome the gathering. Sir.
Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome our Vice-Chancellor, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Lieutenant General Dr. M.D. Venkatesh, the founder and CEO, TSC Outsourcing, and Director, Nikkei Group, Mr. Mahesh Shadapuri, the founder and CEO, People of Impact, Senior Consultant, Strategic Partnerships for US Women, Ms. Noah Hefney, the Registrar, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Dr. Narayana Sahibit, Chief Executive Officer, Manipal Education, Middle East and Africa, Mr. Naranjan J. Kumar. Distinguished guests, chairpersons, faculty and staff members, parents, students, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to extend to you a warm welcome to our 15th annual Convocation ceremony. This 15th annual Convocation is a special occasion for us as we emerge from the difficulties of the past 2 years and return to some form of normality and to be able to hold events such as this. I would like to offer my congratulations to all our graduating students. You should be very proud of yourselves for accomplishing your goals. This evening we are very fortunate to have with us the founder and CEO of TASC Outsourcing and the director of Nikkei Group, Mr. Mahesh Shadapuri. TASC Outsourcing is one of the largest and fastest growing people solutions companies in the Middle East. Listed by Forbes as one of the top 100 businessmen in the Middle East, Mahesh is one of the key forward thinkers within the Middle East business community and has a passion for exploring innovative solutions to organisational problems. Sir, please accept a bouquet of flowers as a token of our warm welcome to you. It is also my honour to welcome Ms. Noah Hefney, founder and CEO of People and Impact and Senior Consultant, Strategic Partnerships, UN Women. Noah is founder and CEO of People of Impact, a social impact innovation consulting collaboration platform, advancing the UN Sustainable Development Goals. An award-winning, purpose-driven, global leader and an alumni of UN, UNHCR, UNESCO and UN Women, PepsiCo and McKinsey & Co. A very warm welcome to you, madam, and please accept the bouquet of flowers as our token of our warm welcome to you. It is with great pleasure that I welcome Lieutenant General Dr. M.D. Venkatesh, Vice-Chancellor, Manipal Academy of Higher Education. Dr. Venkatesh is the driving force shaping Manipal Academy of Higher Education as a leading institute of eminence and in his efforts to continually enhance the reputation and the global ranking of the institution. So with your guidance, Mahi will definitely continue to rise in the world rankings. A warm welcome to you, sir. I'd also like to welcome Dr. Narayana Sahib, Registrar Mahi. Sir, your timely advice and support has always been instrumental in maintaining the highest quality education offerings at Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Dubai. A warm welcome to you too. A warm welcome also to Mr. Naranjan Jayakumar, Chief Executive Officer, Manipal Education, Middle East and Africa. Mr. Jayakumar has always demonstrated outstanding leadership qualities and has been the driving force in taking Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Dubai, from good to great. We would definitely not be here, or not be where we are today as a 5-star rated university without his vision and his relentless pursuit of excellence. A hearty welcome to you, sir. To the team of Mahi Dubai, chairpersons, faculty and staff members, you play a vital role in carrying forward the vision of the university with great commitment. A hearty welcome to you all. I am very delighted also to see a large number of parents here this evening. I'm sure you're all excited and very proud to be part of this graduation ceremony for your son and daughter who is graduating. I would like to extend a very cordial welcome to all the parents present here today. Dear graduates, it's your night. I wish you all the success and all the best in your future careers. But I want you to keep in mind something as you receive your certificate tonight, that your degree does not really mean that you're better or more knowledgeable than others. What it does do is signals that you have the courage and commitment to persevere and see something through to completion. And that's something that will serve you well as you go through the journey of life. I am confident that you'll go forward as future leaders of the community, and we are very proud to have you as alumni of the university. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I extend a very warm and cordial welcome to each one of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It's a privilege to have with us this evening Mr. Mahesh Shedadpuri as our guest of honor. Mr. Mahesh Shedadpuri, an alumnus of Mahe, India and Harvard Business School, started his business ventures by founding a software company in 1999. He is now the founder and CEO of Task Outsourcing and the director of the Nikai Group. He has built Task into the largest provider of professionals in the Middle East. Task has won over 21 awards, including the prestigious Dubai Quality Appreciation Award, the Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Business Award, and the Sheikh Khalifa Excellence Awards. He is also the director of Nikai, one of the largest and popular private consumer home solution brands in this region. Mr. Mahesh is also the founder and CEO of Boston Foods, a franchisee of the Subway Group in Dubai that has won several Gold Service Awards. Additionally, he is a member of the advisory board of Boston University in USA and is a sought-after spokesperson for media houses. A forward-thinking businessman, Mr. Mahesh features in the top 100 business people in the Middle East and has been labeled a game changer. It's a pleasure to have you again in your alma mater, sir. May I request you to please address the gathering, sir.
Very, very quiet for such a amazing, happy occasion. I think the virus hopefully is almost gone, so we all can chill. Excellencies, dignitaries, faculty, Dr. Jason Fitzsimmons, Dr. Venkatesh, Vice Chancellor, and the special class of 2021. Congratulations on this amazing day. I would ask myself, what message do I have for the graduating class of 2021? And I have two daughters. One is 21, almost turning 22, about to graduate. And the other one is 17, both studying in the US, and they say, Papa, please don't preach to us. So I can't be preachy here. Besides, child is the father of man or woman. 10 minutes is not enough, so there's a lot to say, and how do you concise a message? Just to give you some background, thank you for the introduction. They didn't mention that I also ride a Harley or I like to race. I think they kept the most interesting parts outside. But we employ lots of people, different businesses, and so on and so forth. How did it begin? It was very painful. I founded my first company called Ad Astrum Technologies. It means reach for the stars. And why Ad Astrum? Why reach for the stars? Actually, back in the day, I graduated in 1992 from MIT, Manipal. I did engineering. I got appointed as the editor of our very popular and prestigious college magazine. That we named Ad Astrum. It was a huge dream. Invested a lot of money, a lot of family money. We didn't have much at that time. And opened two companies in New York and in Bangalore. I think about 11 months later, it was all gone. All gone. And for 8-9 years, I struggled for 8-9 years. Couldn't really buy my new wife at that time, even a small piece of jewelry. So it didn't begin very successfully, a lot of pain. So in 10 minutes, if I have to give you my life journey, it's not enough. And I don't want to preach, so I want to share experiences so that you can take maybe something back home on this amazing, amazing happy day. And some of the parents are also here. Welcome to the parents. So I sort of crystallized it into 2 messages. And it kind of says a lot about me, about our companies, about our values. First is really never break a promise. Never break a promise. Be cautious when you make a promise. And a promise, there's a lot of depth behind that. So when you go to a restaurant to buy a dish, or you buy a service or a product, and it doesn't work the way that has been promised, you feel disappointed. You do not recommend that product or service to anybody else. In the world of business, professional services or anything that you might be working, I believe there's architecture here, there's life sciences here, there are 2 other streams of education graduating. There's a concept in business called NPS score, which you may know. It has only one question, which is, do you really recommend me or my service or product to anybody else? What is that really? It's really about a promise being made by a company, by a person, by a business. And that promise really is what's really helped me build a few companies. When I started from a hotel room carrying a bag with no background, trying to acquire clients, that was my second task. The first one was at Astrom, which I lost. It was all over again. And then 2008 hit, which was a global financial crisis, and I was like, oh my God, here we go again. But when you go to clients, when you go to people, businesses sell to businesses, but behind those businesses, it's not walls, it's people. And if you really tell them that this is a promise I'm making to you, from me to you, and make it personal, and actually deliver on that promise, you will always grow. Task, my company, was founded on some of these principles. We have 6 values: quality, reliability. Reliability is a very key word on that promise. Nikkei, which some of you may know, it's a popular brand. We have 200-300 products going to about 100 countries. The key message, the brand promise, is Mr. Reliable. It's very difficult to compete in the world of business. Task has won 22 awards. And it has grown, I think about 40-50% compounded year on year when the industry was growing at 7. So we were growing at 7 times the industry or 6 times the industry, and continuously for 14 years, except last year when we dipped because of the pandemic, and we're again back. I'm not bragging my company, I'm just trying to illustrate. This is what happens when you keep a promise. You become very successful because you build a reputation. Reputation is like glass. Very, very hard to build. What is a brand? What is a brand promise? There are business school educations on brand promise. At the root of it is be good. Be careful when you make a promise, but when you make a promise, make sure you deliver on it. Our other values are respect, innovation, agility, and collaboration, and all of that. Actually, a lot of these things come from our parents, and I'm grateful to my parents for giving us some of these. The second point, so I said only 2 points, we're going to finish soon. The second point, which is really defines a lot of my life, and to some extent, a little bit of my success, is never give up. Really never give up. Some of you may not have good grades like the others, don't have a job. Some of you would fail as you go through life. You are gonna fail. Sometimes I interview people and they say, I ask them, where have you failed? What I'm trying to understand is, did you get outside your comfort zone? Did you try something difficult? If you're never gonna push yourself outside your comfort zone, you will also never fail, but you will also never experience huge fulfillment and huge success, according to me. I failed very early in my life, and I was like, oh my God, I failed. Oh, everything. Disappointed. Humble too. Humility teaches you a lot. To care for every dirham, rupee, to care for people's ideas, to respect success, to respect people. Very, very important to make sure that you try very hard to get outside your comfort zone. Life is short. I don't know if you've seen my YouTube video. I was called for the convocation in Manipal also. I don't want to repeat some of the things, but I really ask myself this question every day, and I ask sometimes some people, are you sure you're going to wake up tomorrow? Do you really know? When you have today, why don't you really benchmark yourself to the best? Why don't you really, really strive for the best? Why don't you really dream for the best? If you get there, fantastic. If you get a little short, guess what? It's better than most. Especially when you fail, you'll probably get judged, probably be sad, but you've got to get up. You have to maintain your balance. Don't get bitter, forgive and forget, and don't live the past. Just get up, keep running. There's a lyrics by a singer, I think, I don't know, Joe Darian. And I actually, 25 years back, I put it in my college magazine in Manipal, and I'll quickly read this to you. It's a few lines. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far. Is it worth the effort? Can I do it? Are the odds against me? It's this ability to hold on a minute longer than the others that differentiates the leader and the led from the one who succeed and the ones who do not. And just think about it. In the pandemic, we give a lot of jobs out. We employ lots of people. In the retail business, we're one of the largest employers of retail people. And in the pandemic, that just business crashed. 99% crashed. I think all of you have probably gone through some or the other difficult times during the pandemic, and that builds resilience. Now, suddenly in all the business books, resilience has become a key quality that companies and others in the business world are looking for. But that's what it is, really. Just don't give up. When you're going through these motions, believe in yourself. That's very, very important. Because when you are in doubt, and many times you will be in life when you try very hard and you fail, make sure you believe. So like I said, don't worry, life has a way to fix itself. If you're failing, it's a process. I keep telling my people, my daughters too, you're getting up. It may feel you're not moving forward, but you really are. You really are moving forward because the experience is building a stronger person in you. Finally, you'll be very blessed if you can get Ikigai. This is a very nice book. It's a very nice philosophy. Many of you would know it. If you can be blessed to be at the center of those 4 circles, what you're good at, what the world needs, what you would love to do, and what you can get paid for. But at least keep dreaming, and hopefully you'll get there. This is a fantastic day. All the best. Good luck for a wonderful and beautiful life forward. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your experiences and your thoughts. I trust our graduates will adhere to the values that you have espoused. I request Dr. Jason Fitzsimmons, Academic President, to felicitate our guest of honor and present him with a memento as a token of our appreciation and gratitude. Thank you, sir. I consider it a great privilege to welcome and introduce our next guest of honor, Ms. Noha Hefni. Ms. Noha Hefni is the founder and CEO of People of Impact, a social impact, innovation, consulting, and collaboration platform advancing the UN Sustainable Development Goals. She is also UN Women's Senior Consultant heading strategic partnerships for the GCC. She's an award-winning humanitarian, corporate leader, and serial social entrepreneur with over 2 decades of global experience in social impact, women economic empowerment, communications, and strategic partnerships. She has served in leading organizations including the UN at UNHCR, UNESCO, and UN Women, advancing refugee rights, education, and women's economic empowerment. Her experience also spans the private sector, where she served as regional director at PepsiCo and McKinsey & Company across various geographies. She previously co-founded She is Arab, a platform for Arab women addressing their underrepresentation in leadership. Ms. Noha is a co-author, global speaker, mentor, and global ambassador for female civility. She serves as a board member and strategic advisor for several nonprofit and social enterprise boards. Ms. Noha was also selected in March 2021 as one of the top 100 women in social enterprise by the European Euclid Network, supported by the European Commission. We are honored to have you with us, ma'am. May I request you to please address the gathering, ma'am.
Thank you very much for the kind introduction, and good evening to all. Dr. Jason Fitzsimmons, Academic President, the faculty and students of the School of Design and Architecture, School of Humanities and Social Sciences, School of Life Sciences, School of Media and Communications, proud family and friends, and most importantly, graduates of the class of 2021. You made it. Congratulations on achieving one of the most important milestones in your life. You all deserve a round of applause, so please join me in a round of applause. And I ask you to really take the time to celebrate this special moment in your life, as it's really once in a lifetime. Be proud of where you have reached. Your hard work has paid off. You are all today role models for many others who will follow your example now and no doubt in the future. So as I stand here and reflect on my graduation back in 2001, the world has certainly changed a lot since then. So as countries around the world locked down, commerce and trade halted, massive unemployment rised when the pandemic broke out, and we witnessed a total shutdown of our systems, we suddenly, as the human race, feel uncertain about tomorrow, and understandably so. So I can only imagine, as you embark on this new chapter in your journey, you have so many questions in the midst of these circumstances on what is next, or how you will navigate this landscape and build your career. We now know too well that change is the only constant in the world. But beyond this uncertainty, it is important to recognize the opportunity. There is a great momentum and chance that lies ahead of all of you. So let me share some reflections from my own journey and story to try and maybe show you the way. First, it all starts with you. Believing in yourself and in your own power to make a difference and to address the challenges that we are all facing. Embracing change and cultivating resilience is the first step to counter a changing world. So how can we do that? You need to first pay attention to your mind, your emotions, your body, nourish them and feed them with positive thoughts and information. Nurture yourself before others so that you can give back. This is the start for great leadership and for readiness to deliver impact. Second, believe it. Believe that positive change comes from the dreams and passions of individuals who want to serve their communities and build back better societies and economies, like all of you. There is nothing more important than understanding as well your values. What do you stand for? Knowing your strength and equally your weaknesses. Self-awareness is the foundation of leadership. You will need to use both your strength and your weaknesses to make the best out of situations that you will encounter and to realize the results that you want. Knowing your stakeholders and how to approach them, leveraging the power of connection and building trusting relationships. These are my secrets to success. And lastly, having a vision, a personal vision. And here, let me share a story from my time as a little girl. As a young woman, I followed my path, not really knowing where it would lead me. I thought endlessly of the plight of others who are less fortunate, and I ended up choosing a career that would enable me to achieve just that, giving back. That was my vision. This vision led me to work for the United Nations at the start of my career. And no, I didn't have connections. I didn't have anyone I knew in the UN system. I started as a volunteer. I made that trade-off to follow my vision and my passion. It inspired me to go out of my comfort zone while pursuing this vision and passion, to serve in refugee camps in Africa and in North Africa. And what I learned during this time and realized is that there is a power higher than all of us who has crafted a beautiful journey for me. And this journey is so far from the social boundaries that surround us. It is far from the limitations and fears that our minds place on us sometimes. So I ask you today to connect with your inner self, to rely on that power, whatever it may be or means to you, to engage with all your senses in building your leadership journey and what you are trying to achieve. Have faith that a path, and the best one possible, is already carved out for you. I also learned to accept what is beyond my control and to let go of what is outside of my control. This is a key lesson in leadership. We all encounter different people in our journey, some that we connect with effortlessly, and others that we don't want to spend a minute with. This is reality. You need to embrace differences, and everyone, regardless of how you feel. We are all one, but not the same, and everybody brings a different perspective to the table. In diversity is strength, and in partnership is power. So as a leader, embrace diversity in your life and leverage its strength. Turn your downtimes in the journey of life and the lessons you gain in your leadership journey into empathy towards others, where you are in the best position to empower and transform those around you. This is the value you can add. Use your education, the strongest weapon you have been gifted in the game and journey we call life. It is a privilege. Not everyone has that, an education. Lead from the heart with passion, authenticity, putting others before self. So these are my learnings. In a few years, you may be in my place delivering this keynote address for another graduating class. So today I have a responsibility to leave you with what gives me the optimism about you and navigating change in our world. So let me tell you why you all inspire me. You have in your hand, as future leaders, the key to transform the future for humankind. You are the ones who will step into the world identifying solutions for the significant problems and challenges facing us. We need social innovation. We need innovative solutions that are non-traditional to counter the challenges we are facing, and these will come from the youth and young leaders like you. So let me stop here and share some numbers. Around the world, there are 27 million refugees and more than 60 million displaced people. 690 million people are on the brink of starvation and sleep hungry each night. 1.2 billion people lack access to electricity, and 3 billion have no access to the internet. Gender inequalities persist, with women still not at par with men in leadership positions. But when I stand here with all of you and look at this room, I am optimistic, I am inspired, and I am hopeful about the future, because you are the generation that is the most technologically savvy and connected. You are the ones who will reinvent processes, innovate products, services, and disrupt industries. You are the leaders of the public, private, social sectors, the innovators, the entrepreneurs, the scientists, the diplomats who will shape our future and build a better tomorrow. Will we ever go back to absolute normal, the way we lived before? No one really knows, and we cannot control what isn't in our power. But what we can do is to decide now and today about the impact that we each want to have in this world, what our vision will be for a better future, what our talents and strengths are, and how we will use them to be of service. We can decide and choose how we wish to show up in the world and how we are going to live and contribute to these challenges that the world is facing. The world needs you more than ever. Remember your inner power. Remember that all the answers lie within. Remember to live in purpose and integrity. Remember to create value through everything that you do. We need you and your ideas, skills, and talent to build back better. For that, we all need humility and admitting that we are not perfect. Changing our habits when it comes to wasting resources is going to be transformational. Caring for our planet more, building a caring knowledge economy that preserves the planet and cares for the people is key, one that uses technology for social good. Unless we reconnect with our very core human values in a much more enlightened way for the greater and common good, we will not capture the opportunity of this time. We need empathy, compassion, support. We need to learn to ask for help when we need it. There is nothing wrong with that. I know that all of us go through college and with a view to get a career and succeed. I think the way forward is one when this is not only about intelligence of the human mind, but it's also about putting heart in everything we do and leading with heart. This is how we can build back better. This is what can make us strong as humanity. Love versus hate, unity versus division, commonalities versus differences. A generation of socially responsible, socially innovative, and ethical leaders ready to build and shape the future in whatever capacity that you are passionate about. As human beings, each of us wants to make a difference, to offer our life for a purpose greater than ourselves. Think of the legacy that you will leave behind. What is your purpose? How will you show up in the world? And how will you respond to the challenges I talked about? And I will leave you with that. You are our hope, our inspiration, and the ones who hold the keys to a resilient recovery from this pandemic and to a more balanced and sustainable future. You are the ones that will translate positivity, optimism, and great values in every decision and choice that you will make leaving today, university. Maintain your authenticity, speak up and question when you have ideas, and start today to make a difference. Every small step counts, every idea matters. And I hope that you are as excited and as inspired as I am about the opportunity that you have in your hands. You have the opportunity to shape a new world to design the future and to guide us and innovate for a better, more balanced and inclusive world for all. Education is power, and with power also comes great responsibility. So thank you very much, and congratulations once again to all of you brilliant graduates of the class of 2021.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your reflections with us. I'm certain you've inspired our graduates to connect with themselves and evolve as socially responsible citizens and leaders. I now request Mr. Niranjan Jaikumar, Chief Executive Officer, Manipal Education, MENA region, to felicitate our guest of honor and present her with a memento as a token of our appreciation and gratitude. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. At Manipal, we believe in producing well-rounded personalities and in creating memories that will stay with you for a lifetime. We've captured on film what some of our graduates feel is the essence of life on campus: the versatile student council, the dynamic co-curricular activities, sports and cultural experiences that our students have enjoyed during various campus activities over the years. Let's listen in to what they have to say of their warm memories of the past and the big dreams that they have weaved for the future.
When I first joined Manipal, the entire first week was a little difficult for me because I had no idea of the environment that Manipal was going to be like.
Like most of the students, I was really confused about what to do. So I knew I wanted to do engineering, but I did not know what stream to do. So I came here and I met the faculty, they actually helped me with it. They showed me the labs, they showed me what I should be, what I would be interested in.
As a kid, I always wanted to be a filmmaker, and when I was searching for my universities where I can grow and develop my skills, I came across Manipal. The way faculties interacted with me and the facilities over here, seeing the overall campus, made me take a decision that this is it, this is where I'm going to pursue my dreams.
I've been so happy and comfortable. My professors and my classmates have always been so friendly, helpful, and very supportive.
I was a founding member of the Entrepreneurship Club, and being the leader, I got a lot of opportunities to attend events, seminars, and go for a lot of conferences around the city.
I got the opportunity to be part of the student council in the first semester itself. So in the beginning, it was really hard managing council as well as academic because it was pretty new to me. But then with the help of my faculties, I actually got to manage both my academics as well as extracurriculars.
I'm a much more confident person now than I was when I first began at Manipal. And it was mostly due to all the encouraged interactions we had. Our faculty would always encourage us to participate in all the events we had.
My experience has been so wonderful because of the excellent team of professors who appreciated, encouraged, and motivated me to always do more.
The Georgia trip was a very memorable one in terms of, it was actually our first trip from university, and the faculty and the friends, they all made it very memorable. So it was not just the trip and the fun bits, but we also got to learn a lot about Georgian architecture, Georgian design, and which we also implemented in our academic work later on.
One of the best memories were the international representation where me and my team represented UAE in the city of Milan.
I got to work with the student council. I personally was a part of it because I was the School of Business representative. And working with all these people, staying over, we actually got a chance to stay over one night in university because the next day was carnival and there was so much work to be done. So we got a chance to just work till late night, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and then just go ahead and crash at the hostel.
Thank you to each and everyone in the faculty for serving as examples of understanding, communication and patience. Without them, I wouldn't be what I am today.
That was one of the things that really helped me grow my social skill set as well as realize my potential. And it's something that I will be taking with me as I move out of Manipal.
Studying at Manipal made me a better person, and a lot of what I am today is because of Manipal.
The 4 years at Manipal have given me experiences. It's taught me a lot and also helped in the overall development of my personality. I'm always going to cherish the moments that I shared with people.
Manipal has become my home and will be forever.
This is my Manipal forever.
My Manipal forever.
My Manipal forever.
My Manipal forever.
It will be my Manipal forever.
This is my Manipal forever.
My Manipal forever.
My Manipal forever.
My Manipal forever.
Now that's a sentiment that resonates with all of us. My Manipal forever. Today, we recognize the achievements of 9 graduates who have earned the Academic Excellence Award by earning the highest overall CGPA, and 4 graduates who will be receiving the Outstanding Contribution Award for their contribution in various extracurricular activities of the school and the university. Let us celebrate their achievements. I request Mr. Mahesh Edadpuri to award the Academic Excellence and Outstanding Contribution Awards to the graduates. May I request Professor Asifa Majibin, Faculty School of Design and Architecture, to assist him. I would like to call upon the winners of the Academic Excellence Award, June 2021. The first award winner is Arati Radish from Bachelor of Architecture program. S. Sai Rama Shravani from the Bachelor of Arts Interior Design program. Kinjal Manoj Zinzuwadia, Bachelor of Design in Interior Design. Parvati Shine from the Bachelor of Arts, Media and Communication program. Shanice Crisell, also from the Bachelor of Arts, Media and Communication program. Shivani Dilip Nair from the Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology program. Fatima Tayer from the Bachelor of Science in Food and Nutrition Science program. Fatima Safna from the Bachelor of Science in Forensic Science program. And Gayatri Ratish from the Bachelor of Arts in BA Humanities Psychology program. I now call upon the students who have won the special award for outstanding contribution to their school. The first award winner is Joanne Reggie Thomas from the Bachelor of Arts in Psychology program. Renit Sunil from the Bachelor of Arts in Media and Communication program. Osman Mohammed from the Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology program. And the final awardee, Madiha Amina Saeed from the Bachelor of Design in Interior Design program. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Professor Asifa. Awardees, we are proud of your accomplishments. As you cherish the fruits of your hard work, we wish you continued success in all your endeavors. Congratulations. At Manipal, we put our students at the center of everything we do. The experience that each one of you have had here at Mahi Dubai and your success is important to all of us. As you get ready to cross the threshold of your alma mater into the wider world beyond, we're sure that you'll carve a niche for yourselves and go forth and conquer the world. Nevertheless, dear student, you will always remain an integral part of us. You, dear students, make us who we are. Likewise, we trust you too will carry the pride and legacy of your alma mater into the world. I now request Dr. Sangeeta Vinod, Deputy Registrar of Mahi Dubai, to present the facts and figures of graduating students to the Vice Chancellor for the degrees to be conferred.
Esteemed dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to give a brief statistical report about the number of graduates on whom the degree is going to be conferred today. Total number of graduates, batch 2021, 159. Graduates receiving degree in person, 137. Graduates receiving degree in absentia, 22. All of these candidates are from various disciplines, undergraduate programs, and specializations representing School of Design and Architecture, School of Life Sciences, School of Media and Communication, and School of Humanities and Social Sciences of Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Dubai campus. I certify that all the candidates included in the list have fulfilled the conditions prescribed for the admission to these degrees and are entitled to admit to the rank, privilege, responsibilities of those degrees. I request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to confer the respective degrees earned from each of the schools by the graduates.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Manipal Academy of Higher Education, I, Lieutenant General Dr. M.D. Venkatesh, Vice Chancellor, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, on behalf of Dr. Ramdas Pai, Chancellor, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, hereby confer the said degrees.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
And now, for the much awaited and anticipated moment. Mahe Dubai acknowledges the hard work, effort, and discipline of our wonderful graduates as you now receive your prized degree, the symbol of your achievements. A gentle reminder to adhere to safety protocols and refrain from handshakes. Please enter the stage through your assigned side and exit through the central ramp. You may remove your masks for the photograph if you're comfortable. We begin with the distribution of degrees to graduating students from the School of Design and Architecture and the School of Life Sciences. I request Professor Sarah Merchant, Faculty, School of Design and Architecture, to come on stage and call upon the graduating students of the School of Design and Architecture. I request the Vice Chancellor, Lieutenant General Dr. M.D. Venkatesh, to award the degrees to the graduates, and Dr. Ashok Iyer, Chairperson, School of Design and Architecture, to kindly assist him. I request the Registrar, Dr. Narayan Sabahit, to award the degrees to the graduating students from the School of Life Sciences, and request Dr. Arif Hussain, Chairperson of the School of Life Sciences, to assist him. I would now like to call upon the graduating students from the School of Life Sciences. I'd like to call upon the graduates of the Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology program. The first student is Karishma Zoe Ponraj.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to call upon the graduating students of the Bachelors of Architecture program, September 2016 batch. The first graduate is Akhil Satyan.
Chinmay Vihang Mehta.
Hania Ashfaq.
Jasmine Avinash Jetil.
Aishwarya Premjeet Madambikatil.
Pearl Margaret Fernandez.
Chidarvar Samiksha Rajesh.
Saptashya De.
Daksha Gehani.
Shafa Syed.
Arati Radish.
Preksha Bhavesh Kumar Patel.
Tarika Raman M.
Ayman Rafat Cheka.
Henan Rahman,
Neha Joseph Matthew,
Samyukta Manoj,
Noor El-Huda Al-Bazi,
Devna Subramani,
Kritika Girish Shah,
V. Satyajes Manish Raj Pusarla,
Kirti Paripalli,
Paloma Grace Prasad,
Shivani Dilip Nair,
Wafa Abdul Wahab,
Megha Ramesh Menon,
Shalomi Susan Ninan,
Emil Mainan Merano,
Purnima Subramanian,
Yalda Kazimi,
Kartik Kumar,
and the last student from the Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology program is Syed Danish Riaz.
Aisha Qureshi.
I would now like to call upon the students from the Bachelor of Science in Food and Nutrition September 2018 batch. The first student from the batch is Afra Asif.
Moving on, Pooja Anand,
Hisan Abdul Aziz,
Radhika Yadav,
Malavika Sugeesh,
Afreen Asif,
Nida Siddiqa,
Syed Jabir Ahmad,
Riya Singh,
Rohan Rajiv,
Sabira Arshad Chogle,
Ahalya Baiju,
Craig Savio Khan,
Shreya Sabu George,
Sahera Kurban Ali Brohi,
Fairuz Rafiq Abdullah,
Juveria Tabassum,
Vedant Goyal,
Fatima Tayar,
Anjana Ashok P,
Arshin Khaja,
Neha Nagesh,
Khadija,
Sayyida Asima Ayman,
Malini Salim Babu,
Samia Khan,
Sanya,
I thank Dr. M.D. Venkatesh, our Vice Chancellor, for giving out the degrees. Request you to please take your seat. Meanwhile, I request Ms. Noha Hefni to award the degrees to the next set of graduating students from the School of Design and Architecture. I request Dr. Ashok to continue to assist him. Readers, you may proceed.
Continuing with the Bachelor of Science program in Food and Nutrition, the next student is Jasmeena Jalil Padikarakandi.
moving on, Kushagra Sharma Rajesh,
Hudana Sufi Kadar,
Ume Salma Mohsin Kapadia,
The last student from the Bachelor of Science in Food and Nutrition is Kanisha Mutia Krishnakumar.
Muhammad Abdul Rahman,
I would now like to call upon the graduating students from the Bachelor of Science in Forensic Science September 2018 batch. The first graduating student is Fatima Safna.
Natasha Thotathil,
Shifana Shireen,
Muhammad Nazim,
Yukta Shetty,
Jeffrey M. Taj,
Fatima Tanaz,
Kajol Syed,
the last student graduating from the Bachelor of Science in Forensic Science program is Ebishalin Epesh.
Aslin Sonia Jesu Paul,
Congratulations, students from the School of Life Sciences. Thank you, Dr. Narayan Sabahit, for awarding the degrees to the students. Thank you, Dr. Arif Hussain. We now move to the award of degrees to the graduating students from the School of Media and Communication. I request Professor Wilma Sarao, Faculty, School of Media and Communication, to come on stage and call upon the graduating students of the School of Media and Communication. I request Dr. Jason Fitzsimmons, Academic President, to award the degrees to the graduates, and Dr. Percy Fernandez, Chairperson, School of Media and Communication, to assist him. Sir.
Good evening, everyone. Calling out the students, Bachelor of Arts from Media and Communication, September 2018 batch. The first student is Anne Sara Tito.
Akram Sharif, Akbar Sharif,
Angelica Savia Dias,
Varun Sunit Warrior,
Athena Shibuchand,
Habiba Tehseen Banu,
Diksha Devadiga,
Vignesh Anand,
Emmanuel Jeevan,
Merin Anna Alex,
Fiona Fernandez,
and the last student of the Bachelors of Architecture batch, September 2016, I would now like to call upon Jeremy Allen.
Kirsten Sherwell Bruno Fernandez,
I would now like to call upon the graduating students of the Bachelors of Design program September 2017 intake. The first graduate is Fatima Hiswa.
Noreen Tariq,
Hiba Asim,
Parvati Shine,
Kavya Santosh Thayil,
Sai Harshvardhan Prithvi,
Kinjal Manoj Zinzuvadia,
Shanice Crisel,
Madiha Amina Syed,
Tariq Pasha,
Uzma Sadaf,
Amrita Shri Kumar Menon,
Tansira Muhammad,
Kuruvilla Thomas Tamarapalli,
Minshita Muhammad Ali Cholakal,
Renit Sunil,
Aisha Reshma,
Saumyata Alokpuri,
Ikhlas Sharif,
Erica Dorothy Daly,
Ruth Miria Korean,
Kristen Vincent,
and the last graduate of the Bachelors of Design Interior Design September 2017 batch is Disha Harish Ailani.
Tamanna Chotwani,
I would now like to call upon the graduating students of the Bachelors of Arts Interior Design. The first graduate is Shania Ann Jacob,
Angela Mary Matthew,
Nachiket K,
Arunima Pratap Kumar,
S.S. Sai Rama Shravani,
Janvi Gaurang Desai,
Muskan Gabriel Norona,
Jeffy Binney,
and the last graduate of the Bachelors of Arts Interior Design program September 2018 is Safna Mariam Kundil.
Priyanka Vijay Gandhi,
Congratulations, dear graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Ashok and Professor Sara. May I request Ms. Noha to please remain on stage. We now move on to the award of degrees to the graduating students from the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. I request Professor Fatima Ziba, Faculty, School of Humanities and Social Sciences, to come on stage and call upon the graduating students from the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. I request Ms. Noha Hefni to award the degrees to the graduates, and Professor Elsa Ashish Thomas, Head, School of Humanities and Social Sciences, to assist her.
Continuing with School of Media and Communication students, Deepika Sachnandani.
Good evening. I would like to call upon the graduating students from the Bachelor of Arts in Humanities program. The first graduate is Aisha Tahsin Alim.
Sandra Babu.
Joanne Reggie Thomas.
Mustafa Arif.
Rachana Vijay Todeja.
Verena Cristina de Souza.
Joanne Anna Matthews.
Braden Rhodes Porup.
The last graduate is Alvia Teresa Edward.
Hiba Ashik.
Congratulations to all the graduates of School of Humanities and Social Sciences.
Thank you, Ms. Noha Hefni, for awarding the degrees. Thank you, Professor Elsa Thomas and Professor Fatima Ziba.
Continuing with the students from School of Media and Communication, Varsha Nagarajan Lakshmi. Calling out the last students from School of Media and Communication for the Bachelor of Arts, degree September 2018 batch, Aditya. Congratulations all the students.
Thank you, Dr. Jason Fitzsimmons, for awarding the degrees. Thank you, Dr. Percy Fernandez and Professor Wilma Sarao. Congratulations, graduates and proud parents. Give yourselves a round of applause. I now request the graduates to formally turn the tassels on your hats from left to right, as you have now received your degree certificates and are empowered with the right to write. Graduates, you may turn the tassels. Graduates, I would like you to now rise and turn to the last page of your convocation booklet. Graduates, please rise. I now request Dr. Sangeeta Vinod, Deputy Registrar, to administer the oath to the graduates.
Please look for the last page and repeat after I do. We will fight for the ideals and all things held sacred by the society, both alone and with many. We will not be swayed by promptings of religion, nationality, race, creed, gender, politics, or social standing, to hinder discharging of our duties, obligations and responsibilities as global citizens. We will respect the secrets which are confided to us. We will revere and obey the society's laws and will do our best to incite a like reverence and respect in those above us who are prone to annul them or set them at naught. We will strive increasingly to quicken the public sense of civic duty. Thus, in all these ways, we will deliver the society greater and more beautiful than it was delivered to us. We will never bring disgrace on this our alma mater and parents by an act of dishonesty or cowardice. For we shall always remember to place service before self. Congratulations, please be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Sangeeta. I now request Pro-Chancellor Dr. H.S. Balal to declare the Convocation 2021 closed.
I, Dr. H.S. Balal, Pro-Chancellor, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, hereby declare Mahe Dubai Campus 15th Convocation closed.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Zakia Ansari, Faculty, School of Humanities and Social Sciences, to propose the vote of thanks.
A very good evening to everyone present here today. I'm delighted to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Dubai campus. First of all, our gratitude to our guest of honor, Mr. Mahesh Shahdatpuri, founder and CEO, Task Outsourcing, for his gracious presence here today. A warm note of thanks to our guest of honor, Ms. Noha Hafni, founder and CEO, People of Impact, Senior Consultants, Strategic Partnerships, UN Women. We're grateful to have our Vice Chancellor, Lieutenant General Dr. Venkatesh, Manipal Academy of Higher Education. It is our pleasure to have had Dr. Narayan Sabahat, Registrar, Manipal Academy of Higher Education. Our deep sense of appreciation for Mr. Niranjan Jayakumar, Chief Executive Officer, Manipal Education, Middle East and Africa. A warm thank you to all the dignitaries present here on stage today. Dear parents, we are delighted to have you with us here today. But I know the word delight is a small emotion, and it's a small word, and it cannot dwarf the emotions that you come in with as parents. The love, the compassion, and the unimaginable sacrifices you would have made for your students, our dear graduating students. All I can gather and muster to say today is a very big thank you for coming. A big thank you to our academic president, Dr. Jason Fitzsimmons, who sets the precedence of planning through his meticulous ways. Thank you to the man with the sharp mind and a keen acumen to have coordinated and brought this day to fruition, Mr. Vinu Chakravarti, Head of Business Operations. Thank you to all the chairpersons and faculty members for their presence here today. A deep sense of appreciation to Dr. Sangeeta Vinod, Deputy Registrar, and her team, who remind us that time is free, nevertheless priceless. Students, dear students, today is a historic day in the annals of your student career. I think you should have a long look at the corridors, the classrooms, the most exciting cafeteria, the most happening parking lots, and the most exciting sports area. because trust me, these are the moments you're going to live with all your life. Congratulations to all of you. You represent us, Manipal, to the outside world. So be role models. Try, you may fall, but try again. Rise, rise, and be there. But remember, the measure of a man is what he does with the power he has at that position. Use it judiciously. Once again, congratulations to you all on this fantastic day. This day wouldn't be possible without the administrative team, the health and the safety team, the Office of Student Affairs, the marketing team, the transport team, and the housekeeping staff. Thank you to the event management team who have made this day memorable for us. Thank you to the guardians of today, the student volunteers. Love you guys for the sincerity and the passion you work with. And a super big thank you to the media team for their relentless efforts to see this day. Thank you once again, all of you, for coming here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Zakia Ansari. Ladies and gentlemen, and our new graduates, please rise for the recess of the academic procession. I request you to remain standing until the academic procession has completely recessed. May I now request the Vice Chancellor to lead the academic procession, followed by the dignitaries on the dais and the faculty members. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We will now end the live session. I now